Revival and peace to you all. My name is 𝗪𝗥𝗟𝗏. My academic journey so far has been filled with, it's been a roller coaster. It's had ups and downs. It's been difficult. So in 2023, I had finished my 𝗪𝗥𝗟𝗏 GCSE and I began applying to universities. Of course, the wish of every person was to go abroad. I wanted to go abroad. I wanted to study abroad. And I kept applying throughout the year and to many institutions all over the world, but to no avail. I wasn't admitted at many of them. And as my biological father told me to apply abroad. That was what he wanted of me. And then at some point he had told me, why aren't you applying locally? I told him, because you told me to apply abroad. And then at that time I started applying locally, but all applications for local institutions had closed. So I went to my father and I told him about the situation, about not being able to go to school. And he asked me, which institution do you want to go? I told him I wanted to go to the University of Portland in USA. And he prayed for me. And then I remember after he prayed for me, I got an email from the school saying, we were not able to make a decision on your application at this moment, but we will move your application to January this year. And then a couple weeks later, I got informed that I was admitted to the University of Portland.
Let us clap our hands for Jesus. This happens after you were prayed for by the man of God, Prophet Maanya. You may continue, brother.
But then, obviously, with going abroad, there are a lot of costs. So I told the school again, I said, I don't think I'll be able to come because of the costs. And then I got an email again saying, what we will do is we'll offer you a merit-based scholarship and we'll apply for your visa for you to get a job there so you can fund schooling. So I talked with my father, I talked with my biological parents, and then we were ready to go, but then my passport and visa were the problem. So I wasn't able to go. And then this year, when I told the school I won't be able to go because of passporting, again, they moved my admission. They say, you'll come in August of this year. But I wasn't able, my passport did not permit it, so I won't be able to go. So I talked to my father, my spiritual father, Prophet Maanya, and then he told me I should apply locally. I applied to 𝗪𝗠𝗏, Lincoln Queen, 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗏 Polytechnic, and all these other institutions. And then I was admitted at the University of 𝗪𝗠𝗏, and yeah. But then, because of my admission to Portland, my parents thought it would be better for me to start online. So I applied online to the University of 𝗪𝗠𝗏 in Botswana, and I went to the Prophet and I asked him to pray for me that I may be admitted. And I was admitted by the grace of God, and I recently started school online for the University of 𝗪𝗠𝗏.
Let us clap our hands for Jesus. We are really happy for you, our brother. So what course are you studying there at the University of 𝗪𝗠𝗏 in Botswana?
At the moment, I'm doing business management.
What is your word of advice to the youth, the viewers all over the world? What can you say to them?
In the book of Jeremiah, it says, God says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and plans not to harm you, to give you a hope in a future. Even though this may have not been my plan, but God's plan was better than mine, and He knew what He had in mind when He allowed me to face all of these challenges. So just trust in God. Don't look at your situation. And as the book of 2 Corinthians 5:7 says, we must walk by faith and not by sight. Thank you.
Amen.